Alright guys, so yes, we need to get into it. I told you to be back pretty quick. Same outfit, same shirt, same hat, same glasses. And I still got myself my pink and purple hair. With that being said, we're going to get into the Studs and Duds Funko Pops 2019. From my experience, from my liking, from my knowledge, this Comic-Con exclusive Funko Pops are the best. The people are still doing some tree work out there. Are the best exclusives that has ever taken place for any Comic-Con that Funko has ever done. Reason I said this was I asked people who aren't hardcore collectors, who know the system, the girlfriend, what she thought, and she said it's the best ever. Let's go. I'm going to the computer, by the way. I'm not doing it the other way. I'm going to the computer. Let's go.
They can never really understand, though, right? No one could ever really understand what it takes to be an elite boxer. When the future of your family, the future of yourself, your financial success, and all the people around you is dependent on you navigating the most shark-filled waters in professional sports. A bunch of trained killers with their hands. Mm-hmm. Everybody's real good at knocking other people out with their hands, and you're successfully navigating those waters.
You're going to do it right now. Studs and Duds, baby. Whew. Started out a little slow, and then it got really crazy really quick. We're going to go with the first one that they have on the Funko blog, and that is the Marvels. The Marvel exclusive for New York Comic Con. Every year we usually get a first appearance kind of character, which I believe is going to be this Nick Fury figure, which looks pretty cool. I like this design. I know what to expect from them. And it's interesting how they went with this character. I personally did not know that Nick Fury actually looked a different way. I thought he was a black guy as well, but he is not. He's a white guy with an eye patch. Again, that's the great thing about collecting these things, because you get to get the knowledge, or you might want to get into the actual comic books because of that. For me, it was all these figures that I bought. And then I actually started watching them. Miss Marvel and Marvel, which kind of give us a little hint, maybe, for the MCU Marvel. And that is the Miss and the Mr. Doesn't state that's going to be in a 2-pack. They are separated in photos, which is kind of weird, because this would definitely be a great 2-pack. I personally, for personal preference, I do like the Nick Fury one. Same thing with the Marvel comic book ones. If you do not have comic book characters in your collection, you may not want them. For me, it's been something that they do every single year, and I don't see the point not grabbing just one of them, or especially one of each, just so you can have it on display. Just have all those comic book characters. It's much better than having the MCU ones, which we're going to lead into the next, which some people think are going to be the Studs, but I don't know. To me, in my opinion, this is a dud right here. We have plenty of Mark 85 Funko Pops from Endgame in general. I personally believe that this figure is something that we weren't looking for. We are looking for a Mark 85 battle damaged on his knee. That's all we're asking for. They might make a movie moment out of it, but honestly, if that was a battle damaged 85 on his knees, blood on his head, beat up armor, you got yourself a home run piece. I'm going to say this one here is going to be a dud. Yes, I said it. And I know it went up online, which we're going to talk about in another video, where I am going to state where they come from, and because of that, they're not going to be valued. Followed up with a Stan Lee figure. This is going to be a stud for you guys. This is the New York Comic Con exclusive. I know the Hot Toy version I pre-ordered as well, but this is a stud for you guys. There's not that many actual Stan Lee Funko Pops that are around retail price, and this is a great opportunity for you guys to add it in very different ways to your collection. This would look great with the Cosmo. This will look great with the Guardians of the Galaxy set, the Collector, putting all those guys on the shelf. So this would look great with them on display, and it's going to hold up in value over time. So at least double. You're always going to be able to get your money back on those. So those is definitely going to be another stud for sure. Follow it up with the Phoenix, with a Phoenix t-shirt and box that looks like comic books, which looks amazing, by the way. If you are a Phoenix fan, get this. If you do not own any of the Phoenix products, get this. If you were debating buying some of the older Phoenix ones, you're going to want this one. Just look at that mold. Look at the coloring. The only thing it's missing is a glow in the dark, which would have been amazing. The box on it is off the charts as well. I just hope the box is one of those boxes that don't have the saran wrap on it, so you can just take the figure out and enjoy it. That is going to be one of those out of the box pops. Don't wear the t-shirt because you might want to sell it down the road, but at the end of the day, this is a stud. Just look at the pop. Look at all the other Phoenix character figures that they made. Honestly, I'm not a fan of. But this one, just owning one of them, will look great on that comic shelf that we talked about before, that you would be able to use now. I'm telling you guys, that's going to be a stud down the road. Depending on the price, usually at $24, probably might be $24, $25, maybe even $30. Not sure yet. So look out for that one. Getting some studs. I'm a Marvel guy, so I got to go with it. Debbie Harry. I'll be honest with you guys, I have no idea who Debbie Harry is. It's a man and a woman's name. This is a dud. The pop design is boring. Alone, it's just that. Dud. Dud, 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 dud. Edgar Allen Poe, baby. So the one thing Funko has done amazingly this year is their, for some reason, American History, they call it. They should just call it the History. American History line. And with that, we have our boy, Edgar Allen Poe himself. It's a good route that they went with exclusive on here, because I don't know if it would have sold as a common figure or an exclusive at the store. But as a New York Comic Con exclusive, this is going to be a stud over time. I love it. I like it. If you're one time to get it, this is it. And the great thing about this particular figure is, and this line, I made a video, I never got to post it, is this, you can get other collectors involved. So Edgar Allen Poe, you are my stud, baby. I told you there's going to be a different, much different this year. Supposed to be the best Comic-Con ever. Jean Michael Basquiat, done. Keith Haring, the pop culture artist himself, looks just like him. I personally have no attachment, and neither do you guys, majority of you guys. I'm going to say that is a dud. That is the Keith Haring figure. Pass. This was an interesting one for 2019. So as we all know, the stockholders make the majority of decisions for all the Funko Pops that go over. So that means when, you got a board of Funko people, you got a board of people who are keeping the business above everybody else's, and they got to get everything. To the point where our very own Brian Mariotti's favorite series, Scott Pilgrim, has got debugged and got lowered down to 5-star figures, which I heard this before, but I'm definitely going to use it as well. 3-star, because there's only 3 things, or 2 stars, because they only come with like 2 accessories, which look great on display, and they actually hold the whatever accessories they have in their hands very well. But these, for Scott Pilgrim fans, if you want to mix it up, I say go for it. To me, it's a dud for sure. But it's interesting how Brian Mariotti's #1, this is one of his things. This and Hanna-Barbera got the kick. This one got the kick, baby. Bluntman and Chronic, which we are going to talk about, that are exclusives to a store that's shared, thankfully, which I believe these are like a middle man. They're not like studs, because not too many females are going to buy this. I know, oh my God, the females, here they come. Not too many females are going to pick this up, but the males are. Boo Boo Kitty, right? Boo Boo Kitty. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that. Maybe I can blur that out. Boo Boo Kitty Beep. Boo Boo Kitty Beep. Remember that, guys? Blunt Man and Chronic. I remember watching the Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back film over and over and over again. Had a pretty good DVD case as well. I'm going to go with a, if we're going to go stud, it's going to be a stud. Stud 2, you're going to get your money back, but the price on there is going to be pretty hefty. I think it's like $30. This dude, I hate when they do stuff like this. I hate it. We have Feud Rotha. I don't know. I hate when they do this stuff. It's like a figure. I don't know what series it goes to. I'll try to Google it real quick. I have no idea who this man is. Comes from Dune. Pass. Next. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I don't know anything of this actual series, and I'm glad that they made it into a pop, right? This is a pop here. There's a pop vinyl. They didn't make it into a vinyl kind of style, or like the wobblers that they do. And they went with this here. I wonder how tall it's going to be. It's probably going to be a little bit higher than the actual standard Funko Pop because you can see the long neck here. I love the colors. I hate clowns. I hate horror. But this thing looks really, really good. It almost reminds me of like the Simpsons that we got from San Diego Comic-Con with Krusty. Like, yeah, not bad at all. That's going to be a stud for you guys. Back to the Future 2019 Funko Pops. For you Funko Pop fanatics that like the Back to the Future figures, you're definitely going to want this. If you do not own any of these Back to the Future figures, I think this is a dud here because of the fact that we don't have too many Back to the Future Funko Pops anymore. This, people are not going to realize what this is from. This is one of those Funko Pops you're like, what is that out of the box? And that is going to be not a stud. That is a dud. Dud. Sorry for you Back to the Future guys. Space Odyssey Funko Pop. This, to me, I'm not a big Space Odyssey fan, and it's a small little genre. These are figures that can sometimes sneak up on you and go up for big value because not too many people actually buy them. For me, this is going to be a dud for sure. For you guys who are fans of them, you might see that figure go up there pretty big pricing because of that one reason. The New York Comic Con HR Puffin stuff. These are Funko Pops. I'm not a fan of this stuff. It's a 3-pack. That's a dud for me. Gotta have that good taste in the pop culture community. Not, you can go down. As usual, we have our Hanna-Barbera series. For me, the Hanna-Barbera line and figures have not led up to the expectations of a collector who wants to have something in their home for 3 or 4 years and then see that that figure is worth less and taking up space. So Hanna-Barbera line is out. Community Pop line. For me personally, if it's a new character, I saw you can't see that. I don't know why I just don't move this over here. If this is a new character for the series, that's great. If not, leave me alone. Doctor Who. New York Comic Con exclusive pop line. Doctor Who. This is Tism Shah. Doctor Who was one of the biggest lines from Funko as of sales. The collectors, as they know, there is no other merchandise to really buy besides the Funko Pops. And that's what's great about Funko. And they bring it here with this character. This is a new character to the line that we have not got yet, or they have not got yet. You could be on the lookout for sure that this is going to be a stud for sure. Again, the Hornet and Kanto figures. If this is shared with Toy Tokyo, which probably is, pass on it. It's a damn dud. We got this last year. Game of Thrones. Missandre. I'm just staring at it like. Dud. The end. Dud. Dud, dud, dud. No one's even thinking about Game of Thrones. And if you guys didn't sell your Funko Pops, you flocked up. I'm not going to mention his name. Our first Freddie Funko. This is what we love about the Comic-Cons. This is what brings something special. For San Diego Comic-Con, they made the Batman holding the bag, which was but they made the mascot for San Diego Comic-Con wearing a San Diego Comic-Con 50 t-shirt. That was the Toucan Funko Pop wearing that. For this year, we have the New York Comic-Con NYPD-ish Funko Pop Freddie. I see a lot of people making these and buying these just for customs. Problem with this is it should have, and let me know in the comment section because this is a real big question. With a Funko Pop like this, it could have been exclusive to the con as for attendees, or this pop or pops like this could be exclusive as shared with a hot topic. Let me know your thoughts on that. Should this ever be like a Freddie Funko should be shared? I think so, and I think they would make plenty of sales, especially on this particular line. Right now, they missed that opportunity. Babe Ruth figure hitting that home run. It's a stud for sure, especially if you passed up on the original ones. You're going to want this in your collection. I love the little home plate with the dirt mound on below it. I believe this is supposed to be shared, and I think it's going to go on sale on the Wednesday. This is my own theory. It's going to go on sale on the Wednesday. It's not going to go on a sale at the same time as the exclusives because for some reason every year for these cons we get like a pretty good, decent shared exclusive Funko Pop that goes on that Wednesday or before the con actually takes place. So yeah, be on the lookout for that one. That's my thoughts on there. Pigeons for New York Comic Con. Being from New York, seeing that these shirts that they're wearing with the pigeons on there, home run for me. For New Yorkers, this is a stud. For you mascot, you sports fanatics, you tourist people, you want to call them, this is going to be a home run for you. This is a stud as well. So we're going with 2 studs on those. They might not go over retail like doubles. I'm always thinking doubles. But you will always get your money back on them. My Hero Academia. These are 2 of your studs for sure. You got Killer Stain and Dabby. Sometimes go check your local GameStop because you can pre-order some of these figures sometimes. So I would 100% make sure. I say that because they usually, one's probably going to be shared with GameStop or GameStop. Definitely. I'm thinking GameStop. I haven't looked at the list yet. Potter exclusives, we definitely know one goes to Barnes & Nobles and Hot Topic. We have a 6-inch Madame Maxine. This is going to be what we always expect and what we love about Funko. Not giving us another variant, but giving us new characters. That's one thing. If you are a Harry Potter fan and a collector, you have been getting spoiled your entire collecting Funko career. And they do it again here with these 2 studs. DC, every week DC that is. We have the Huntress, which I like because it goes to the DC Comics or DC animated genre that I have for figures. My DC collection is basically the DC animated stuff. And with that, I'm going to say this would be another great figure, just like the comics on the Marvel, to air because it looks great out of the box. I'm not saying in the box. And then we have the one and only purple, or is it pink? Do we call it pink or purple? Pink chrome. Uh-oh. We're going with the pink chrome. Uh-oh, I got the pink chrome hairs technically. Whoops. Batman, I think it's 1,500 pieces. It might be shared with a shared sticker on the website for shared exclusives. If it does, buy it right away. Just buy that one and get the hell out of there. This is your biggest and most valuable Funko Pop for New York Comic Con 2019, San Diego Comic Con 2019, 2019, Emerald City Comic Con as well. So this is your #1 pop for you collectors this year. I see a lot of interest, 100% on here. And for you guys who are going to flip it, you are going to be losing out on here because it could be $1,000 pop, and if you're selling it for $200, $300, even $400, kind of missing out there, buddy. Pop Pez, I believe the one on the right, the Pez girl, will definitely be a stud. The one on the left, though, that's tough. That is another tough one. I believe that the one will be a stud and one will be just a retail dud. It is cool that they have these little accessories with them. You got the little Pez girl, and you got the, I guess it's not the mascot, but this guy's a dud. He's a dud. That's it. Dud. Dud, dud, dud. You got a stud and you got a dud. The end. Don't worry about that guy. With the Ron English vinyl figure, honestly, looks cool for those collectors who collect these, but that is a dud for people like ourselves. Your things. Sing your heart out as Susie is going the New York Comic Con exclusive line. My opinion, that is a dud. As of this should have been the sister, the little black girl. She should have had a Funko Pop. Not this figure here. Not her. No. Should have been the little sister for sure. She was definitely a bigger role with the backpack on. Would have looked so much better. Let me know what your thoughts on that. To me, dud. Honestly, I watched the show. I don't know who the hell Susie is anymore. Rick and Morty. We do know what they look like now. I think they're shrimp. They're the shrimps, right? In my opinion right now, they are studs, but don't buy too many of them. Just buy one of each. Just let them marinate. We have the Warriors. This is going to be your studs, especially if they keep it just this one. Baseball Fury from the film The Warriors. If they don't make other ones, you're going to need this one to go that Warrior line. I know that the Warriors are a big film from my brother who collected and got autographs from the characters or from other genres of series that people collect. So this is going to be a stud on there. I'm not going to buy it because I honestly don't want to look at it. Borderlands, Funko Pop, dud. When it comes to these pop games, once the game's over, it is dead. Fortnite, I'm not going to get involved in that. Avatar comes with a Cabbage Man and Card Pop. Very interesting and cool looking. If I knew anything of the TV show, I believe it's off the TV show, I would definitely get this. I love the little accessory on there. I just don't know how big of the Avatar fan base you're going to get. Are you going to see collectors that are watching this show now in their 30s looking for this figure? I don't know about that. Looks cool. I'm going to go with dud, even though it's a medium. After a quick Google search, we have Dora. MTV, back in the day, like a Beavis and Butthead kind of show. Never watched it, never liked it, and I don't see it. It's just one of those, you click with it. I'm glad they made it for the con, though, because no one is going to go buy them. Samurai Jack, pretty awesome looking figures. I'm going to say the one on the left is a stud, and the other one... next up, we have the Samurai Jack reveals. Tough with 2-packs. 2-packs don't really sell for too much, besides their value of their retail price. Dud. Office Funko Pop. Obviously, this is going to be a stud. This is Dwight with his wacky wobbler, bobbleheadish kind of figure, which is pretty awesome. If this is the only Dwight you can buy, sell the other ones. They're trash, especially the box lunch gym one. Ugh. Trash. This is it. This is the only one you're going to want. You don't need the other ones. I'm personally going to be getting this for sure. Overwatched. This is a 6-inch Funko Pop. Every year they come out with some great Overwatch figures. I do enjoy the way they look, the sculpts of them, the colors of them. But over time, we have seen those are going to be duds, especially with that 6-inch price tag. Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops. We have a boy. We got Piccolo, which looks amazing, and Final Flash Vegeta. These are going to be your 2 studs for sure. Just depends how many they make. That's what it really comes down to now. They are going to be studs, but how many are they make of these? This is everything you'd want. Again, there's a lot of Funko Pops this year. A lot of great ones. Great ones. Coming in with the I heard this is 1,500 pieces. But then I heard it's going to be shared exclusive with Disney store, with the Disney rides kind of thing. So this one's on the edge. If it is 1,500, it's a stud for sure. Even if it's shared for you Disney fanatics, this is it. This is the one you want, baby. This is actually looks like a ride. It looks like an actual ride. It looks amazing. I love it. You got two things going on there. You got even got the sticker that we get as well. So it looks pretty cool. Followed up with this. We got a little Donald the Duck as a fireman. For me, it's a tough one. It's a stud for a New York guy who lives in New York and represents where they're from, NYPD, or if you guys part of any of the fire department family or rescuer, volunteer, whatever it is. This is a stud for me for sure. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, it's a stud. It's really a dud, but for me, it's a stud, so I'll put that in perspective. Ooh, baby, this is what we're talking about. So I almost went and bought the house of this on eBay, a personalized one, just a few weeks ago. And now we're getting this bad boy right here. The character's name, I forget it. This little person from the Up film. And then we get the house. This thing is $50, by the way, guys. $50. 1%. If you're going to buy it, just buy one of them. If you have toy for photography figures or accounts, go after this. Pick this up, buy this. If not, pass it. And if any of you guys, the two figures that I did not get from San Diego Comic-Con was the Up figures. I got a good story that goes with it. The reason why I collect it. It's quick. My old manager, he was in his 90s. And he was a very wealthy person. And in my bag, I always kept like a Funko Pop of him, Carl, in my bag. And I always kept him around. He passed away, but I haven't seen him. And we have a Toy Story line. You guys know the Toy Story Pops are in there. I pre-ordered 3 of these already on Amazon. If I see an image with more than 3, I'll probably buy more. Let me know in the comments section. Is there more than 3 of these guys in the film? Because he is flocking awesome. I hope he's a little bit taller than a regular standard-sized Funko Pop. And that's what we expect from Funko, is giving these characters that no other company lines are creating. Me right in the heart again. Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror, studs for sure. And we get exclusives. These are going to look great. I love the way Funko set this whole thing up with having the Krang 2-pack out during San Diego Comic-Con, releasing their Treehouse Horror line for the Commons. I don't think there's any exclusives yet. And then adding the Groundkeeper Willie and the Vampire Mr. Burns to the collection. For sure, 2 studs. Something that many of us will always remember, The Simpsons, as well as celebrating the Halloween life. Having these guys on display will look awesome for you at home. Miss Liberty, Lady Liberty herself, Hello Kitty Funko Pop. Home run for her, huh? That's a great little thing. And like I said before, doing something different, making something part of the actual con experience. If you are in New York, these could have been sold at the con just individually for people who are attending them. Pretty sure you would have sold more than what you were expecting. That's going to be it for the Studs and Duds 2019, baby. I'm excited. I'm pumped. As you can see, I love the figures that they have coming out. A lot of good studs this year compared to San Diego Comic-Con, where basically shared exclusives. Where was it at? Besides the Batman and the Toucan, we got a lot of stuff going for the actual location for New York, which is, like I said, is amazing. We got limited numbered ones. I know they're Batmans, but maybe it's your time to actually get one of those figures. I know you guys got some of the teal ones or the gold ones in the past, and having this one for your collection. It is pink. I might grab one for myself. We'll see how it goes. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you there. More New York Comic Con videos coming up before the con. Let's go. Boom. Keith Haring joins the lineup. I gotta Google who the f this guy is. Who the f is this guy? Aura. Who the f? I gotta do one of these Google searches.